Meep, meep.
Meep, meep.
Meep, meep of a Jeep. Looks like you're playing.
I'm not playing, I'm observing.
Well, then you should probably pay attention, shouldn't you?
The monster is standing there like a bad joke.
Wow. Can you be more of a smartass?
I could.
You jerk.
I know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pay attention to this feeding route. Okay, so the first thing I already don't like about this feeding route is you use up all your traversals before you even get to your first food. I'm still not convinced that this side is a good area to fight on. Probably could have charged and got all of those. Compass. Yes, that's always been there.
All the things you observe.
Pretty much. Oh, cut hard, yep. And then you'll probably find him in the same little area as last time.
Oh, you're playing with Silk Maker.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one that does Silk Maker. Well, correction, the only name I recognize is Silk Maker.
Okay. So Terry should get a dome.
Oh,
But unfortunately, unfortunate leap smash miss. Terry should be going back down. Okay, now hopping from this pillar into that pillar should be get. Ooh, missing a lot of abilities here. You are. Yep. So now that the whole team's here, he's got full health. Regroup, and then go from there. I like that Sledge is taking the high ground. That's going to allow for a really good opportunity. Too many people are on the low ground. You definitely want to avoid that when possible. There you go, get that punishment in. Okay, now they could pull back and wait for the medics to, yeah, there's just not a lot of damage coming out. The medic's about to go down because Righteous Fury's off cooldown. Breezy needs to start shooting pellets to heal himself. Nope, now 14 needs health. Oh, everyone's all sorts of grouped up. Whenever there's an orbital, always try and go towards the orbital. One, the explosions will knock you back further, which means you can usually get like a second jetpack burst out of it. Oh my gosh, everyone's just really grouped up. We really need to get more people up on the high ground. Nice job by Portkey, up and down. That's how you roach against the Goliath. Good job. So yeah, Dome's about to come down, so now we're just working on final damage, extra damage. Damage, as much as you can. Get the stasis shot, miss the stasis shot. So 1.5 bars, not too bad. Monster is ready to evolve. Okay, so now they should be able to stay back here and back here to go ahead and make sure that they go ahead and get that dome as soon as the monster comes out. Nope, Assault's a little too far ahead. Oh, the monster's going to be able to sneak by because he's still got 15 seconds. You have to remember... Yep, and then that's going to be a free getaway. Yep, so you have to be careful. When the dome is on cooldown, you need to scoot back and kind of just make sure that you pigeon where the monster's going to stay.
Dome ready.
And go from there.
So you thinking about maybe pushing to Sundays or what?
No, this is just specifically for this team because they ran out of time yesterday.
Oh, okay.
dome. Oh, no dome. So one thing about JT is that he's very consistent. He's doing the exact same path and the exact same feeding route even after the first dome. Oh, and the dome was thrown and the medic's not even close by. That's going to be a free strike against carry. Yeah. Probably against support too. Yeah, that was a really bad dome throw. Just be careful about being a little aggressive. I'm not sure the reason why he wasn't engaging the support at that point. Oh, the support's about to go down. So Monster has plenty of armor, could probably still try and make it work. Might go after the medic now. Yeah, now that the Righteous Fury's off, yep. And support, he's not going to be able to shield. Yep. And getting a strike against Parnell is really good right now. Is he going after Assault too? Assault does have personal shield. Remember, heal burst can only work for yourself. Monster might try and finish it here. Personally, I think that it probably would be worth taking those strikes and just going. What's up? I love you.
Why did I just kiss you, Zicky?
I don't know, because you're cute. You love me. So just remember, if there are people down on the ground, you always want to fight near them so that their pistol damage can add in, because it does add up. A lot of grouping up again. Both Portkey and Trapper down. So now all he has to worry about is Assault and Medic. Probably could have actually. If his Righteous Fury is up now, he probably could have bursted somebody back up. But Monster ready to go to stage 3. A lot of strikes on the team. 5 strikes already. This is going to be really hard for the Hunters. Now the Hunters could go and get the cooldown reduction perk because it's right close by to where they're going to spawn, right over here. Or the defense perk. But it just kind of depends on what they're going to do. But right now I'm definitely thinking about getting a perk. Yep. Yeah, so they should be heading, like, so yeah, the defensive perk. Okay, it looks like they're going for the defense perk. So I should be seeing it. Yeah.
The relay is over. Get in range.
Oh, looks like they're doing a fight at the section. That's one thing to be careful of. Oh, everyone's all grouped up. Oh, this is going to, yeah. I think that yep. Oh my gosh, 3 abilities hitting 2 people. Yep, that's game. You can't group up like that. That's just too much damage being thrown out there. Assault's gonna come down. GG.
Monster wins.
You're gonna love this. So
Hold on one second, guys.
my mom asks me the other day, she's like,
Good game,
"You have an
guys.
air mattress, right?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, and since the kids share a room, I'll just put the air mattress in their room and sleep with them.
No.
So I told her, I was like, "Hell's no.
No.
No. No, no,
Your
no."
mom.
I'll be right back real quick, too.
Alright.
Oh.
So the biggest thing for the hunters is that I try and cut sharply a little bit more to the southeast, just because you could have probably nabbed. Terry was really close to doming the monster a couple of times, so if you were cutting a little bit more to the southeast, you might have been able to get away with it. Unfortunately, I can't see ping, so I don't know if you were pinging where the monster was, but as soon as you know if the monster is doubling back or not, then the other team can cut even sharper. So let me pull up the map again. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm muting him. That's annoying.
Okay, I'm back. JT is back.
Okay, I'm going to be going ahead and focusing on the... Why did I just get credits? That was weird.
Because you were observing and contributing?
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't see anything, but I mean, I heard the sound effect for it.
I think it periodically retotals your credits, top right.
I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go on the stream, and I'll show you with the map and stuff what I'm talking about. Okay, so...
I should pull up the stream then?
Yes, please. I'll wait for
Give me
them
a
to
moment
do...
then.
I'll do that, and then while they do that, get going. We get some poo fights in here. Poo fight!
Alright, I can see on the stream now.
Okay, so hunters spawn over here. Monster keeps going on this path, goes over here, clears this, and fights the Mega Mouth and stuff. So you kind of make this J shape. So if the two hunters go here, the other two hunters should be heading straight south, if not slightly southeast. By the time you're around here, or the other hunters are around here, you'll know whether or not he's double backed or not. If he's double backed, then these hunters are going to swing back this way.
On the stream, I see you selecting arcade, hunt beta, or co-op. I don't see a map.
Sorry. Okay, we'll start over again. I thought I had the button pressed. So the monster will be going over here, and then so basically you kind of made this J shape where you go like this, kind of like a reverse J. Now that means that you're actually going towards the hunters at one point, which means that it should be easier for them to catch up to you. So if the two hunters that follow footprints go the normal way, they go over here, and then two hunters cut south, 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 southeast. By the time the hunters are around here or here, you'll know if the monster's doubled back. Now here, what the hunters can do is called overlapping arcs. I wish, you know what, can I open this in Paint? Hold on. Let me see this real quick. Let me open this up in Paint real quick. Paint me. Okay. Can I open you up with Paint? Hold on one second. Holy crap, that's not what I wanted. Open with Paint. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, so now I can actually edit. Cool. Okay. Let's get this. Let's get a yellow mark because that stands out. Okay, so two hunters go this way. The other two hunters go this way. The first thing that happens is that once the hunters are around here or here, it should be obvious on whether or not the monster is doubling back or if he's heading southeast. If it's heading southeast, what these guys should do is head straight east like this, and these guys can go south. So basically, you're kind of overlapping without getting too much distance from each other, because these guys should go and dogpile here as soon as possible, while these guys go here, and you don't want to go too far. You basically want to stay on this ledge right here, so you can kind of overlap this little... Wait, get off that. So if you're here, you should be able to have eyesight in this little area, and then when you're over here, you have this area, so you've got the monster contained, which is most likely going to be able to go ahead and get you that dome before he evolves. However, you need to make sure that you're not too far away, but you need to do these overlapping lines. Now, if the monster does go back... is there a back button? Yes. Cool. Okay, so let's say the monster does decide to double back. These hunters are going to stay here, and these guys just swing around here. However, if the monster does go completely like somehow sneaks past over here through the little cave for the reason they don't know it, these guys should head there, and then these guys will go here. So basically, you kind of want to have a destination to cover quadrants. So here's a quadrant, here's a quadrant, here's a quadrant. This is a quadrant. This is a quadrant. If you know a monster is in a specific quadrant, you just look for the 2 exits. So this exit area can be covered around here or here. If you cover those 2 areas, the monster's not going to be able to leave this area. If the monster's down here, you have some people here, or you have a couple people here. I know that there's a little cave entrance right over here, so that you can sometimes use that. But if you cover those 2, the monster, in theory, shouldn't be, unless the monster is being sneaky. But if you're obviously not hearing sounds, then you're probably in the wrong spot. Just make sure you have your audio up so you can kind of hear that kind of stuff as it's going. Wow, that's a really messy map. But yeah, so if you notice that the monster's tracks go here, you send 2 people go that way, have the other 2 people go head straight south. If it's obvious that the hunters do not hear anything here, these guys can start going more southeast because you know that the monster's not in this general direction if these guys aren't noticing anything. Nah, don't save. Go away. Okay, so hopefully that makes a bit more sense. Does that make more sense?
It does to me as the monster, but I don't think I veered as far north as you were suggesting, but I do see what you're talking about, because I do kind of angle up as I'm heading down and to the right.
Hold on.
That Megamouth is kind of just in the right place where I can go almost pure horizontal with it, I thought.
So the Megamouth, so you kill these guys, the Megamouth is actually like right around
risky.
here.
I can just ignore it and
right
try
here
to get some more wildlife there in the caves.
It depends, though. I mean, like, the nice thing is your path, you can get evolve ready really fast. Do the same path. This time, I want the hunters to go specifically to those areas. I want to see if they can actually cut you off, because if they can't catch up to you by the time you've eaten that Megamouth, the Megamouth is actually 100% worth it because there's no risk involved. The one thing I don't like about your path, though, is that you end up using 3 traversals before you get to your first meat, which means you're not really alternating. Like, normally you want to use 1 or 2 traversals to get to your first food pocket, because then while you're eating, you're recharging, and so you're constantly doing that. But there was a couple of times when you had downtime and you're just using regular movement speed, which is a little not optimal. But let's go ahead, let's keep doing that same feeding route, and as soon as you get evolve ready, go ahead and then we'll pause the map. Let me turn all talk on actually right now. There we go. Okay, so all talk is on. So this one, you go with that same feeding route, JT, and then the rest of you do that 2 and 2 split. This time I want the hunters to specifically try and angle it so they can try and catch the monster before he gets past the acid beach.